The 1991 Michigan football bust was once again a huge success this past week, as nearly 1,500 Michigan faithful attended. Downtown Detroit's Westin Hotel was the site, and the grand ballroom was packed as former Wolverine great Reggie McKenzie, all the way in from Seattle, serving as MC, got things off to a rousing start.
I love it. I am so fired up about January 1 and about this football team. I don't know what to do. Because you guys, you are the number one team in the country. Make no mistake about it. You go out and you play like it, you'll be number one. Okay, but more importantly, what I want to talk about is the guys, not only the seniors, they understand what I'm saying. I just talked to Neil Simpson. He says, I can't believe it went by so fast. And I say that because Neil is from Highland Park. I'm from Highland Park. But it will go by fast. 4 of the greatest years of my life, young man, was spent at the University of Michigan. I call the Michigan experience. Not only just participating in football, but the other aspects of Michigan. The other aspects of Michigan. You don't realize the respect that you will get once you leave, because you went to Michigan, a school that stands for academics, a school that stands for athletics, outstanding athletics and outstanding academics, the Michigan experience.
Honored at the bust were all the seniors who received their traditional M rings from the U of M Club of Greater Detroit. Also receiving honors were former Michigan great Don Lund, who received the Distinguished Service Award. All-American Greg Skrepnik was named the Outstanding Lineman. Offensive guard Matt Elliott was named the U Spirit Award recipient. And for the second year in a row, David Ritter received the Academic Achievement Honor. And another highlight was the introduction of a new trophy, the Zatkoff Award, named in honor of Wolverine great Roger Zatkoff. Bo Schembechler was so much in favor of this award, he agreed to come back and present the inaugural Zatkoff Award.
But I really want to tell the players here what Roger Zatkoff is really all about. He's like a lot of you. He's a very tough, hard-nosed player. He was a great Michigan man. He played hard. He went to the pros. He was a successful professional football player. But he never forgot where he came from. He loved Michigan. He felt the experience at Michigan was the reason for his success in business and in life. And so he's always been dedicated and given back to his school. So it's a real honor for me to inaugurate this award, the Roger Zatkoff Linebacker Award.
Co-captain Eric Anderson was the first recipient of the Zatkoff Award, and old Coach Bo couldn't resist a little motivation for his ex-player on the introduction.
So I anticipate and expect that there'll be a great linebacking performance from you, Eric, in the Rose Bowl this year. Thank you.
But the big honors for the night went to Desmond Howard. He was named the team's most valuable player, and he also received a special award that was not officially on the program.
Although Michigan they've placed 48 players on Walter Camp All-American teams, the first being in 1903. No Michigan player has ever won the Walter Camp Player of the Year award. At a press conference held this afternoon in this hotel, that changed. Okay. For the first time in public, I'd like to introduce the 1991 Walter Camp Player of the Year, the best player in the country, selected by the coaches and sports information directors from all the 1A schools, Mr. Desmond Howard.
Desmond accepted the Camp Trophy on behalf of the team, giving the team credit for his success. But when asked to speak after being named MVP by a vote of his teammates, Desmond showed how important his teammates were.
For these guys to vote me as a team MVP is unbelievable, and I really appreciate it, and I hope that you guys really want to go out here and beat Washington, because I do, and we need to bring back Michigan a national championship. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
What a night it was, the Michigan football bust for 1991, and Mo, that's the kind of a thing that it becomes an in-house type of event, and yet the seniors, and I know I went through it, it's really vitally important and part of the tradition of being a football player at Michigan.
Right. Whenever a senior has an opportunity to get up and speak and to thank maybe the coaches, but his family and particularly those guys that he roomed with and played with, and how much he's going to miss them. You and I know he'll realize that even more down the road. But it's a great night, and then to receive the ring that they get, it symbolifies Michigan all over.
And the one thing too that was nice to see Roger Zatkoff honored. What a guy he's been as far as the University of Michigan. The interesting story was that he received a scholarship from the University of Michigan Club of Greater Detroit when he was in high school. And then after he graduated and got in business, came back to the U of M Club of Greater Detroit, repaid the money that they paid him to go to school.
He's a super individual, and we have so many of those, but Roger is a great example of that, and his enthusiasm and the way he approaches everything. And I don't think they've ever gone to Roger with a problem that he hasn't solved for him in some way.
Well, he's been absolutely spectacular. What about the awards? Greg Skrepnik, Eric Anderson, of course, Desmond, the MVP, Matt Elliott, the Spirit Award. Those guys all deserving. Part of that senior group you were talking about, right?
Exactly. And the two that we missed that night that we'll give later is there's a Derek Howard Award, which is an inspirational type of leader, a hard-working guy. Will go to Brian Townsend. And then Mike Evans will receive the Defensive Lineman Award, the Dick Catcher Award, at a later date at our team banquet. So we just had, Jim, a great class and a fun group of kids to coach, and one of those dream seasons.
One of those dream seasons. Maybe it'll be a dream new year, too. Who knows?